Okay, greetings, patriots, Star Seas lightworkers, and of course our brave military and galactic brothers and sisters fighting to save our freedom. Welcome to 1776 United, and we are in a worldwide and galactic revolution. Now, right off the get-go, before I forget to say, is Trump is a media genius, and the reason why I say that is he's playing the whole world like a fiddle right now, and everybody's on their heels, and nobody knows what direction this guy's going in. And his plan is full exposure of the Epstein list. Now, this Epstein list, as we think in our head, is probably just a big binder full of a list of suspects that were involved. No, there was a truckload of evidence that has been coming in, videos and documents and all kinds of stuff, and and it's a huge blackmail ring. Okay, it's not anything to do. Yes, it is a lot to do with, the child, what's going on, but it's also a blackmail to get control of these individuals. Now, let me take you back a little bit. Excuse me. Now, the Khazarian mafia, as we know, they are chameleons. They go in there and they take over identities and all this other sort. But what they're and how they would do it back, 100 plus 600 years ago, how they would do it would be to steal your identity. Now, they would approach you and come, to a high, politician or, chief of police or whoever it was, and they would say, you follow what we want you to do and get in line with us, or we will kill you and take your identity. That's how they used to do it back then. Now, what they do is they blackmail you, so they don't have to go through the whole hard work of finding an identity person for that and then training them, all that stuff. What they do is set you up with a child and say that you have to do what you ever have to do with this child, and we'll get it on film, and we're going to blackmail you, okay, and you're going to do whatever we want you to do. So this has been going on for probably since the Second World War. So there is absolute tens of hundreds of thousands of people, because they have taken control of the whole planet. They even took control of Israel. They took all of Israel and the influential people there, and got them in blackmail scenarios. And then they worked on other countries. So anybody that was a politician in every country, excluding Russia and a few other ones that held out, if you didn't get in line with the blackmail stuff, they would just off you. But they made many attempts to make that effort, because they did not want to, go through the trouble of having to, find a body double for you and have to train that body double. But, they have infiltrated so deep, and this truckload of, like I said, it wasn't just a bunch of binders. It was a truckload of evidence going back how far? Okay? And Trump's playing the game right now, saying, oh, you bringing this stuff up again, da-da-da, he's trying to bury it and whatever, right? But let's just kick back, let's just have an overview of everything, what's happening. He got in line and he played, was playing ball with Netanyahu, the fake Netanyahu and the fake Trump or whatever, and they were designing this thing, to go in and take out Iran, because Iran was this threat. Well, of course, Trump went in there and told Iran, the leadership there, that we're going to hit this one spot, get everybody out of there, make sure nobody gets hurt. So he did. And then he stepped back, and then, of course, Netanyahu wanted to, send forces over there and whatever, and Trump says, hey, we've already hit what we wanted as far as the target goes. Stop, turn your planes around and go on back. And Netanyahu, he had to do what he was told to do there, because he would have looked he says, because Trump said it in so many words, that you're going to look very, very foolish by continuing this attack. So he's playing. I mean, I have total trust in what Trump is doing. I have all the ways from the beginning. Yes, I've criticized him because I really didn't know where this was going, and I maybe should have kept my mouth shut until I, researched into this further. But now I'm getting a very, very clear picture. This is the biggest blackmail operation on the planet, as what, not the Israeli people, but the Khazarian mafia, posing as Jews, did to every constituent or politician, Congress, whatever. And they said, yeah, you play along with us, we'll even give you a dual citizenship for, you can become a Jew and while you're doing operations for us. So the Khazarian mafia is just, it's a big facade, masquerading as the Jewish state. I mean, no wonder Trump has to deal with this in such a way that will expose them all. This is an incredible, huge operation that is being exposed, and we're about to see all this exposure very, very soon. As we know, Brennan and Comey are already gone, but they're playing this out. They're under investigation, whoever they are, and I believe that they've already been, arrested and tried for their crimes, and a lot of the higher levels of government on the Democrat side, or the sympathizers or the traitors in the United States Incorporated, were already arrested and have been tried already. But the rest, because now Trump has the evidence through the DOJ, the Pam Bondi, he's playing the game. He's playing them that you're going to do what I do, or what I say you do. You're still going to be arrested, whatever, but maybe we'll give you a lighter sentence, or however that's going to play out. That's really up to the JAG tribunal military to make those decisions. But by all means, patriots, this is not a small operation. He said he's leaving Israel to last because it is the biggest prize at the party. And everything that you're seeing going on there is a stage. It's all a movie, and Trump is being several different people at once. So if you can keep up with it on what's going on, just remember, this is a sting operation on what is left of Israel and the Khazarian mafia, or the individuals or the monsters that took over Israel. Okay? I believe that Netanyahu was tried and executed many years ago. And I think they've got of course, they got body doubles in there for all these movie actors, which, are doing a great job of, playing this out for the public. The military operation that is controlling this, which is the Earth Alliance, is doing a spectacular job, on the surface, where we can see it. The Cloak and Dagger episodes, one after another, and people are getting headaches trying to figure this whole thing out, because that's keeping whatever is left of the deep state rogue elements that are out there, still controlling some DARPA weather warfare. They're bringing them to the surface as well. So we're seeing a multi-level of operations happening right now. And I've always said, observe but don't absorb. And, I will try to get it deciphered as best as I can without speaking out of turn. And I believe that what is about to come, this is the final stage, and we are working on the Khazarian mafia in Israel that has taken over the Israeli government there and the people. And, I'm sure every Israeli Jew, Jewish person that just wanted a homestead and whatever realizes exactly, and they will use their own interpretation on how their country was taken over by the Khazars. Now, if anybody knows what's going on, it's Vladimir Putin of Russia, and of course his counterpart Xi Jinping, and Trump. And Trump, they have given the whole basic authority worldwide to Trump to clean out this operation, because Israel and the Khazarian mafia was ruling United States. They did infiltrate, the Khazars did infiltrate China with the CCP, but it wasn't to the and they did not enter Russia. They tried, and they were called the oligarchs, but they did take them. Putin did take them down, and they got them cleaned out, as well as what Xi Jinping did to the CCP in China. So what is left remaining? It's all the clowns that are running the Congress and Senate, and all the other fake criminal traitor apparatus that's throughout every level of society inside the United States. You can clearly see that these pugnant, have total contempt for the United States Republic, and they loathe and hate Trump for what he's doing, because they're not just taking their money away, he's totally exposing them for what they really are. And sure, a lot of them were, basically blackmailed into doing these heinous things, but they're going to be dealt with accordingly through the decision-making of the JAG military operations. I believe that we are in the final stages of this here, because now it's, starting to come out, and there's clear evidence of this by, Brennan coming to the surface, Comey coming to the surface, Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, Dan Bongino. We don't know, what's going on there. A lot of this stuff is getting very convoluted, but let's just play this thing out. I want to reveal this to my Patriot family to let you know that this is a huge sting operation and they've got everything, they've got everything. And everybody was saying that, how Trump is on the list and all this other stuff, which is a bunch of bullshit, right? It always has been. If Trump was on the list, then Democrats would have been screaming about it a long time ago. But, the Democrats tried to bury the Epstein list, okay? So what Trump did was bring it out this way, on how he's doing it this way, because the Democrats think that he's on the list. So they want to, let's see the list, no matter if they criminate themselves. They're like a shark in water. When you throw meat over the side, they just cannot resist it. They got to bite into it. And that's the way they are right now. They're in a frenzy, freaked out state of psychosis. And it's just absolutely wonderful to watch these hunted or hunters being hunted now, and the whole tables are turned. And I want to say God bless to our military and our very, very smart, intelligent operations that Tulsi Gabbard is operating. She's doing a marvelous job in doing that, and along with all the other Avengers are out there. This is a great finish to a long and tumultuous movie. Anyways, my time is up, and I want to wish everybody a very happy rainy Wednesday.